Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Notable #Take Notes. I am Amira Fuller, bringing you once again our Identity 101 series. And I'm so excited to be back with you again this week. Now, very quickly, if you did not watch my previous video last week, which was entitled, I am a man trapped in a female body, but its topic was, is identity given or is identity self-made? Now, you want to go back and have a look at that because I'm telling you, we really did dive in to some depths and definitions to understand the two. And I genuinely believe that it will help shift your perspectives or at least cause you to reassess your belief system when it relates to identity. Now, definitely go and have a look at that. But I'm excited about today's topic because I believe that this is a universal topic that everybody, if you are a dog, if you are a human being, if you are a spirit, whatever you are, this is what everybody needs to understand. And it's entitled today, self-love. Guys, you probably heard this many times, in videos, or you probably heard your friends talk about self-love and pastors or whoever. And I'm hoping that you've been able to learn some things about self-love. But I believe that the way I'm going to deliver self-love today is going to help you understand it from its core. If you don't know who you are, you can't love yourself. And I'm not just here to help you understand who you are in terms of what you look like and what talents and gifts you have. I'm here to help you look at the essence of your creation, okay? So what I'm going to do now very quickly is give you 3 definitions that I was able to find about love, okay? And the first definition I was able to find on Google is this. Love, according to Google, is a deep feeling of affection, okay? It's a deep feeling of affection according to Google. Now, I would have to then pose the question of, what happens if I don't feel committed to this relationship anymore? What happens if I don't feel committed to me anymore? What does that mean? Can that truly be love? Very interesting. Okay, and that's what Google has defined love to be. Now, the second definition I have for love, I found on the Oxford Dictionary, okay? The prestigious dictionary that people go and understand words, okay? So love, according to the Oxford Dictionary, is this: an intense feeling of romantic attachment based on attraction felt by one person for another. Sounds deep, right? An intense feeling of attachment based on attraction felt by one person for another. And that's very interesting. We're hearing from these definitions that love is very feeling based, which is very unprincipled and unstable. And that's why I'm finding it very interesting when I'm seeing these definitions. However, the third point I believe is the most profound, accurate definition you can find for love, okay? And it's a Greek word called agape love, which means unconditional God love. So what I love about the word unconditional is that there is no condition to being loved. And what you find in the world today is that we are doing all manner of things to be loved by our spouse. We're doing all manner of things to be loved by our family, our friends, society, schools, lecturers, whatever you want to call it, just to find favor and approval and happiness and value and worth and all these things related. It's so much pressure, it's so much work. But this unconditional love loves without condition. It loves without reason. It loves because its essence is to just pour out love. And this is what I love about God, because He not only gives love, He is love. And that's what we are going to dive into today. So how does self-love and identity work together? Well, essentially, if identity is the state of being who or what a thing is, you can't take away love from that equation. Why? Because love was a part of the process of making you. And that's why I want you to understand what or who love is, okay? So I was given an amazing acronym that spells out self, and I'm about to give it to you and hopefully help you understand love at its finest, okay? So, self, spirit, embodied, living flesh. Essentially what we are saying is the Spirit of God embodied in human beings, okay? And that's why I'm going to quickly help you understand the word human, okay? I believe that for us to understand us in ourselves, we need to actually define, where did the word human come from? And I think what I'm about to do is going to give you a great insight and inspire you to really do more research and realize that there is so much more to you, okay? So, just like any scientist or historian or whoever, we want to find the meat of this theory, or we want to find the meat of this truth or this object or anything. We want to just dig a little deeper. And that's what we're going to do right now. So, human in Hebrew are two words put together, humus and man. Humus in Hebrew means dirt. Man in Hebrew means spirit. The two combined literally is dirt and spirit, okay? So humans are formed from dirt and also spirit. Now, if you want to find where that came from, what's the reference to these definitions? The only reference that we have for these two definitions of what humus and man mean is the Bible. It channels us to the story of Genesis, where God formed man from the dirt and he breathed his spirit, he breathed life into them. That's the reference we have for the original translation of what the word human means. For me, that's so powerful because that's the most accurate story that we can go to in relation to the definition of these words. And that's why this video is going to be amazing, okay? So what spirit is this? It's the spirit of God. If you would want to look at the book of Genesis, we see that God created us in his likeness so that we could be like him, so that we could reflect him, we could have mannerisms like him, attributes like him, leadership like him, authority, rulership, dominion. These are the things that God had said, this is what I want them to be like. I want them to be like me. And you have to understand that God created all these things because he loved us. He created you because he loved you. So when he formed you, love was in the design, love was in the formation of your existence. And that's why it's important for you to understand your maker or understand your manufacturer, which I like to say, so that you understand how you are to operate and to function while you are here on earth. So for you to love yourself, you need to first understand who God is. Now, God is love. He is the life source for humanity. He is the essence of this world. He is the cohesive force that keeps this world together. God is love. God in his essence is love. Everything that he has done and everything that he will do and everything that he is doing is motivated from the place of love. And that includes your existence, that includes your purpose, that includes how you feel today, that includes how you feel tomorrow. He delights in you. And until you understand that you are truly valued, you won't find yourself truly loving yourself, because you will then be the one trying to make all these sacrifices to be loved, and then you're the one that is broken. You find yourself possibly self-harming. You find yourself possibly having mental illnesses and feeling like you are suicidal because you have no worth. And that's not because you don't have worth, you really do. But it's because you haven't got an understanding of how loved you are and who you truly are. So if you did know that, you wouldn't necessarily be feeling and experiencing the things that you have been feeling. And that's why I'm here to let you know that self-love is something that you can have, because love is actually on the inside of you. And it's important for you to become aware of that love so that your actions and your outlooks and your perspectives can be from that place. So with self-love, it's about being intentional and being willing and choosing to know what love is. And love is a person. I believe that when you truly have experienced that love, you know that outside of this agape love, that is that unconditional God love, you can't find it. True love can't be found outside of God. Yes, we saw the definitions of Google and Oxford Dictionary that explains that love is an intense feeling of attraction to one person or another. So what we can see from these definitions is that love is feeling based. It's all about how you feel that determines how you love them. But when you look at God, we don't see that God loves you because he feels like it. With God, God is not moved by feeling. He decided to love you because that's his essence. He just loved. If we see in John 3:16, it says that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. His unconditional love is displayed in the first line of that scripture when he says, God so loved the world. We can see his unconditional love right there, because we didn't see any condition for why he sent his son. He simply sent his son because he so loved us. He saw that we needed saving. He saw that there was so much women and men dealing with suicidal thoughts. He saw that there was so much men and women dealing with self-harm. He saw that there was so much men and women that were depressed and anxious and felt like they had no value. He so did so that you can witness that it doesn't matter what state you are in, I will always love you. And it's hard for somebody who does not understand that to love themselves, let alone love others. And that's why it's important for you. So what I'm actually doing today is introducing you to the person called love. His name is Jesus Christ. His name is God. His name is Adonai. His name is Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nisi, your Prince of Peace. This is the God I'm speaking about because he is the one that identifies you as his own. And why does he identify you as his own? Because every manufacturer owns the product that he's created. God created you, but it's down to you to receive the maker so that you can truly understand how you're supposed to function. And so that's my practical step, is introducing you to God. It's helping you to be aware of your person. And that's why staying tuned to these videos will give you some great tips on how to grow a connection with your maker. I really hope that you guys have got a bit of insight on what self-love is and know that you are loved, that nothing can stop God from loving you. And so when you understand that nothing can stop God from loving you and that you're not trying to earn a love, you will live your life in a lot more freedom, because now you're free from the expectations, you're free from all these social requirements, you're free from all this pain and frustration from trying to earn someone's favor. But God's like, come to me, I'm the one that made the sacrifice because I loved you. You no longer have to make the sacrifice because you want to be loved. God was the one who took the place of sacrifice so that you can embrace it. And that's just his grace. That's his love because he so did. So when you ask the question, God, why do you love me? He's thinking that's an invalid question. There's no reason why I love you. I just do. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing more of this. I'll probably come back to this another time, but I really wanted to be quite brief in this because I can go in so much different lanes. I'm surprised that I didn't really go so deep, but I hope that you can understand the premise and I hope you can see the foundation and that you're going to be willing to listen to the rest of my videos and do your own research in line with what I have shared with you today. So God bless, guys. I'm excited for the next video and your response to this. So I hope you can find that true love because it exists and is in Jesus Christ. Keep the hope, keep the faith, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.